everybody, it's Steven as Keeper of Triple Threes, and welcome back to Returning of Danganronpa's Chicken Happy Havoc. It's been a very long time since I've been played it. I nearly forgot about what really happened from this point on. Like I said, I've been gone for like a very long time. It's almost like 2 months apparently, because I've been doing this Kingdom Hearts 3 walkthrough. Like I keep telling each and every videos saying what really happened, so I'm sorry. I know most of them are not gonna watch it, but I will say this, that I will keep playing it and finish all the series as fast as I could, because I want to do something like, maybe something interesting. I mean, I don't know, so many people like want to forget about Danganronpa, but everyone still never forget about Danganronpa, because they'll still do all sorts of things, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but it's hard to complicate this stuff. But anyway, I think the last time I did exactly, yeah, it was Sakura. Sakura was been killed. Well, technically not been killed, but I'm not sure how on earth that she was been killed exactly. She was like almost like a dead seat for some reason. Like she didn't move a thing, and then suddenly like there was like a lock room mystery, which means like either someone locked themselves inside or someone tried to pickpocket from the inside and come out from the outside. So I don't know. So today's for the investigation, so that means we have to do a long investigation to be finished exactly. So I'm not sure how long it takes to do investigation. It's gonna be like more evidence has to be like why, who killed Sakura exactly. So let us begin. So I'm pretty sure you got the details about the Monokuma file, right? I forgot about the controls exactly, but seriously, it's been like a long time. Yeah, Monokuma file. I forgot what's it called. What's the details of it? The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon, so it had to be like daytime. So the body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school, and it says there is no evidence of the strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from vomiting of blood. It doesn't tell us about what caused the death exactly, so my guess is it must be poison, because I think I recall the poison like doesn't like any details like what kind of poison is exactly. There are like no head injuries. Well, it does have a blow head from on the blood, so I guess in like someone hit him. But Sakura's a tough girl, so I don't know what the big deal is. So we gotta keep a look on the body again, but there's so a lot of evidence I have to go look through. But let's check the body first. Stop it, the controller! Gosh darn it, it always happens like that all the time. Like mess with it. And I had to do the voice I have to do this a long time. So Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of a blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of the blood on her lips for sure. Yeah, but why? As if like she drinking it. But she did say like a vomit. So what could have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically says she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Well, only head injuries, I presume. Status of Sakura's body. Okay. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? I don't think that's not possible. Not a chance. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? Oh, stop being this like big mysterious guy that's like notice something interesting. Did I do it again? No, I don't think I call it interesting. But it does make me wonder, the reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Okay, but there's something on the floor. It's like a wrapper? This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Oh, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. What is it? That's a candy wrapper. Oh, why there's a candy wrapper there then? Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So, like Hina give it candy to Sakura? I hope it's not like drug or something. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Well, of course, you like sweets because you love donuts so much. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. You really took the whole box of it? Man, you really have too much of sweet for yourself. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. Wow. You really always want that candy so much. You really like that much. But I want Sakura to give a chance to try one for herself. And so I gave it to her. Sorry, Hina. But now, they lost all their flavors. Hina. Polka dot candy wrappers. Okay, so I don't know what's relevant, but there's a glass shard there. There's a shard of glass that's scattered around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom section of the bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Well, it was a bottle, so what would you expect? And I think I recognized that bottle before. It's from the shelf, right? Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's like a Monokuma holding the chest. It's a Monokuma figure. Yeah, it was the figure, like, from the shelf. See? There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there is some kind of Monokuma figure. Yeah, wait. There were supposed to be 5, right? One of them is missing. Like, there's 2, so maybe there's 2 people must have used it. What I'm wondering is, how did they get those figures inside the bottles? You don't want to know.
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in the bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? Like how hard it is to try to put him in there? You never seen it? Oh yeah, maybe I have. Did you?
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Okay then. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The rest shows some glasses, which probably starts out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? Oh yes, indeed. Like she like one of them grabbed the bottle and smacked it on her head, but it wasn't like strong enough. So, but she still like survived. But didn't they say like how much it is exactly? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figures are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. But that was the cause of that. But what the heck was this locker? It's like some dirt's around. Huh? The locker's open. There's something on the inside. It's a handprint?
Why?
What the handprint doing here? Maybe did the killer hide it? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and led to the handprint in all the dust. I think there might be like the killer was hiding inside the locker, like trying to surprise attack or anything.
It's true.
It looks quite fresh too. I say someone was hiding there in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid here until the locked room was open. Don't you think? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the killer might be hiding inside, and during all the confusion, they pop out and join the rest of the group. Not necessarily.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we open the door, we look inside the room, right? Oh yeah. And the locker was already open at that point. So, I guess saying like the killer was hiding in there when Sakura comes in, and somehow suddenly attacked it, and then leave.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. So basically the locker room was left open for no reason. Yeah, so then what does this handprint mean? Whatever it is, it's something. And there's some blood on the next to the magazine cover. There's blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But doesn't it make sense? Why is so far away from where she died? Well, there is something. There's a glass shard there with a protein Protein X. Say Kim A2. So it's kept from the Kim lab. Some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink. And it's empty. Sakura must have drank that. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. Well, yeah, but why is it there exactly? And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of elements. Stop it, controller.
Wrong.
I would take that to heart if I were you. I know! But still, this protein can... It's got a label on it says Kim A2. So, I forgot. I'm thinking a Chef's supplement, right? That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Kim lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Kim lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? The glass window shard? Shards of light with blue glass. They must be parts of the window that broke into the design.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Yeah, maybe the tunnel placed it? Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure. See how. Hey, something important. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. Yeah. The door does have a lock, and there's no evidence in that the mountings have been tampered with. So, basically means like, as I blocked it with a chair. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get it signed. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. So you got nothing to about this clue then. Well, let's talk to them. Any idea what they've been doing? What do you want? You bother me. Go away. He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I better go before he crushed my soul completely. Really? Well then, let me talk to Hina then.
What the heck?
We already know who did it!
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. Like, really? So, those three, like being together or something? I don't know. What? After I went to the nurse office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'll let a note for each of them. Oh, so that Sakura wrote that to tell them about the meeting? She asked her to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma file says she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry. That she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I stop her by force even, it's never gonna happen. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets. I know. Well, we already count then. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with three of them directly. Yeah, like, how? Well, let's talk to Kyoko then.
However...
But for Sakura had to be killed. Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? Well, that should be weak and all. They must have been taking her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They wouldn't need to if they expect to stand any chance against her. Well, are there any more? Well, there's a chair. Is that the chair they used to block, right? The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think of the chair anything special. Have we examined both the door and the chair. There's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. Well, the chair was been blocked, so this kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence the door or chair had been tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Okay. Is there more? Nope. What about the time though? It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the molecule, we found Sakura died around 12 noon, so about an hour. Was that when Kyoko and I was removing alter ego? Maybe something in the magazine? The same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Well, I guess that's all I could think of. I need to take the crime scene as much as possible. Like, you want to look more? Like, where can we find more exactly? Maybe talk to Byakuya again or something.
What?
No. I didn't even look through it exactly. Oh, hold on. Wait, what is X exactly? There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Okay, that's what it is. I think I finally can talk to him. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to the effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said? If it's being killed by that monster, you really don't believe her? Like she's a big muscle woman? Or lady? So you didn't go see her then? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I hadn't seen Sakura today at all. So it basically means you didn't go to the meeting then. Byakuya said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay. Thanks. And you got Byakuya again.
Listen.
Well, I guess that's all of it, right? Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on a guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I decided you go in my place. She decided? She got a lot more pushy since we had our issues. But she's fine. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wants to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Okay, by talk to them means Hiro and Toko, right? So, where are they exactly? Those are the 2 probably went back to their rooms. So we're just automatically straight towards it? Well then, get a long walk then. Let's talk to Toko. I press the doorbell. It's a few seconds. At least she's not shaking it.
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've ever felt. Yeah, same thing would happen in chapter 2. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach.
Okay. At least you try to remember exactly.
I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously knowing, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You say you want to talk to me about something? Yes. I want to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? Oh, don't get so jealous. I just said do, didn't I? Yep, you did. Because now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Really? You wuss. I mean, you have a personality just like Jack. You would kill her. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept the fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreat into her room. Well, I got Toko's account, so I just have to tell them about what their account exactly. Well, this is not really that complicated, so it goes Hiro. I press the doorbell, and after a few seconds,
You know?
well, hello, Makoto. Did you need something? Yes. Tell me what happened when you did with Sakura. Yes, actually, I just want to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How do you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special ability awakened you? Why, you think I'm psychic? No. But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with her. Olga told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well... Well, she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. Yeah, to everyone, obviously. So then you went and meet with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I didn't. I totally didn't. Why I ever do that? See, I'm pretty sure everyone start lying to say I didn't go there. Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
The last time I saw Olga was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse office.
don't look at me.
I didn't see her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. You used to have notes? Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Oh, sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. You really hiding something, aren't you? Gosh darn it, Hiro. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pocket. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Ah, you slut. Huh? Oh, it's a candy wrapper she found in the rec room. Hina did say they did one of those for all of it. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing with Sakura, right? Quick as the wind, he will snatch it back up again and shove it back into his pocket. Why do you still have the rabbit then?
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Like, why do you have that trash there? Trash? Anyway, I can't deny that Olga asked to meet with me, but I never went. Stop it. Controllers, stop it. Stop it, controllers. Why won't you just stop? So, if you excuse me. Stop it, the controller. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just a trash, but there's no way that all there was to it. Pocket trash. Really? Okay, so I heard from Toko Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again. On top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Well, obviously, first things first, go to the chem lab. Into the chem lab. Wait! Where did you get here, Byakuya? Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? You have to make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Are you just being like a jerk? Seriously, there's still a lot of the contradiction. First things first, I look at the shelves. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Yeah, it looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that has spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Yeah, but what is this exactly? These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf, which is the Kim A. How did these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By way, do you mean me? I mean, he's a good artist after all, just like Hifumi. That guy, Hifumi's already gone. How kind of you to offer. With an ace of a smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Really? You know he's still not good drawing. What? Well, let's go. Chop chop. Stop being like a boss. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I drawn up a sketch of the room. Let's see how you draw it exactly. So how'd this? Worst. Not bad. For you, I mean. Hey, why are you always being a jerk? For me?
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. Leftmost? Which is Chem A. It came in, went straight to the shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints taught me.
I see.
These footprints must be
It's certainly
Makoto.
possible.
Are they yours? How are you gonna blame on me? You didn't go or anything. No?
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm the size for you myself. Why not you check yours instead? I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. You really did? Seriously? I see. Your feet did appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprint. Fortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these footprints are really a valuable clue. What, nothing? Okay then. And there's a broken bottle there. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It says C4, which came from the shelf C, which is like poison, a chemical one. And it looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. When did that happen? Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. The source of the powder. Well, that is something. And there's a shelf A. That's what it is. Let's see. What's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. Except the powders that are like Chem C9. The C is a poison, so why is it in shelf A? The protein drink you found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers of this shelf are labeled with the letter A and the number, except for part this is C. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving until shelving unit section A. But wait! There's one bottle that is labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? Not really. That makes the shelf C is a poison. On this shelf is one look, and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. Yep, there is some of it. But there's another like C9, and it looks like poison and other harmful chemicals. All the containers of this shelf are labeled with letter C and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section C. Okay then. So check for B then. So on this shelf is... It looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're regions. Put simply, they use an experiment to bring about a chemical reaction. Oh, just like reactants, like little like analysis. Have you ever lived in such an ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? Well, I learn maths, but not much to do with science, guy. The words of a lifelong loser. Which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now, I need to focus on that shelf. All the content on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and the number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelf unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Yeah, the only thing we think about is shelf A and shelf C. Shelf B, there's nothing to relate. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has a dietary supplement. Section B has reagents. And Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerned me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with the label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in the Section A? Yeah, that's one thing. Maybe I left it on purpose. There's definitely something going on there. Chem lab shelf. Oh, that is something. Is there any more? Oh, there's a spill. I need to look at this spill then. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave the footprint. I should probably take a hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also a remains of the broken bottle. So that means I someone dropped it. It looks like the bottle was labeled Kim C form. Well, you know that. Also, it looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the position of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Well, I guess that's all for the Kim lab. Alright, take a good look at the Kim lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Well then, let's go to the rec room then. Back to the rec room. I may have to talk to Kyoko about it.
Hey.
So Makoto, how's your investigation doing? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
I see. So along with Byakuya, they both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, and the shelf of magazines, and the molecule bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Look them more? Okay then. The body then? We will check the body first. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring out into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but...
Hey.
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching the dead body. She was completely unemotional. I mean, she didn't even care at all. It's the kind of thing I've grown purposely used to. Although, there's still some time. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So...
I imagine it's because I had plenty of opportunity to touch dead bodies in the past. Do you? Are you some kind of like a police or a detective? What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
At least she remembers something, even though she don't have no talent. Even though what she the talent is exactly. Can't talk it right. And more importantly, look here. Is that Sakura's shoes? Oh, is that yellow stuff there? Oh, is that come from the Kim lab? Her shoes? Maybe there must be some kind of a spell or something?
Correct.
You see that yellow powder on this insteps? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Okay, that's 1.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow. but instead received 2 blows to the hand. Oh, okay. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, would you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko examination summary. Okay. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. Yeah. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Yeah, next thing about the magazine, right? For the shelves. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue. Some kind. Clue. Huh? The magazine is upside down. Is it one of those anime characters that Hifumi loves so much? I forgot what's the name. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
If something catches your eyes, it's important for you to explore the details, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverse magazine and flipped through. This is... Oh! It says Toko! Are you someone who put message on saying who's the killer is? On one of the pages, near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold bloody letters. And it says, Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message. But, her hand's not even there on the blood. But she couldn't write it.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. What the heck? Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hadn't been confirmed yet. It says she's the killer for sure. What's wrong with Hina exactly? Like she's trying to find out who the killer is. I mean, I know that Hina and Sakura were best friends and all, but why? That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why would you think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Well, that's one. So the last one's about the bottle. I think Kyoko says she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new. Like, don't know anything suspicious, like, this could be 2 bottles then?
hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. What? A correlation? Like in order or something? I know there was pieces of chess, exactly. There was a keep, pawn. There was a king and queen, bishop, and a knight. That's total of 6. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
so,
I know I'm guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion, so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. It's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree? Like what? To try and get major or something? Monokuma bottles has been updated, so I don't know what the big deal is.
hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles isn't bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me out, right? An experiment?
anyway,
Can you get up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller piece too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I already done the dark investigation, so it's fine. But the obnoxiously Byakuya's not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something for the Kim lab. While I'm gone, try to get up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but... What choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan. I got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. How do you do exactly, like, how to collect it? Like, put it together. And just as I finish up... sorry to keep you waiting. Who would that be?
So then,
Oh, it's like Kyoko. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the scale lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Oh, a scale? Compare the weights? Of what? The piece of glasses you collect and the one of molecular bottles that still interact. Why do you think to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done. Okay.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of two normal molecular bottles. It's all match. It's balanced.
In other words,
Which means each molecular bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The molecular figure inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you pick up on the one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they're balanced out or the piece I collected would be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. Huh? Yep, it's way off balance. So, I'm pretty sure the shattered glass, my broken pieces, the broken pieces are heavier? Really? How is that even possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The result of experiments and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it all together,
hey,
and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you? Molecular bottle experiment. Okay, so I know what's the big deal. It's like, is it the big bottles heavier than the one that been broken? Oh, it's time for the class trials. Well, it's not gonna be a doozy one, is it? I mean, we're on chapter 4, but God, we're only like 6 people left.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Is that why you made silence? Well, buddy, you didn't sleep.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
Okay, jeez. I mean, how many drinks have you been exactly? Over a dozen?
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right?
Wait, no, you don't have to tell me, like, many times. 4 times in a row.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Gosh darn it. It's already time? But the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Well then, let's go then. Down to the gates of hell. I really want to say it, but I had no choice. I had to say it. Monaco made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. But we're only 6 people short. And then Key is here. The ultimate martial artist. And what's with the emoji face? A look, grandmother mystery. Stop with the emoji face. What the? Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emotion kinds. Emotion kinds, I know it makes sense when you talk about Malakuma. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. Stop with emojis. This is just plain creepy.
Well,
How about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put a sad face, it makes it look like super negative.
yes, indeed.
For example, you gotta do that it didn't do emoji thing. Dear Thunder friends, stop it with it. Seriously, why are you using emoji under subtitles? He's right. The doors make me seem sad.
I can't wait.
Nathan,
Can't wait.
please get on to the elevator. Really? Why with emojis? I'll see you all down there. I don't get what this emoji thing. It's like a face something. I don't know. What the heck was that? I don't get it. I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. God, there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. Well, if that person is here, that person is one of us. Well, let's go then. Come on, let's try to put me into this. I made my way towards the elevator. With each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into the steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close, and felt it began their sinister descent. Man, it's not that much people we got. The elevator's lower uttered its all too familiar chucking sounds. It felt lower and lower, as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just a 60, huh? Really? Yeah, we get the weird class from design. Are we like in Egypt? That's so cute! You must be feeling so lonely! You say that like it's not your fault. We're all that's left. I wonder what the class shall end with one less classmates again. Or will your school like come to an end completely?
Now then.
Now then, are we ready to begin? You know the drill! Find your assigned seats! And so the curtain opened for the fourth time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Are we still gonna do deadly stuff again? A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Save? Well, I guess that's the end of investigation. Yep, it's time for the preparations about for the class trials. Speaking of class trials, I know I did sometimes I had to do like 30 minutes long, so maybe I had to try to make it faster. So here's what I've been thinking. From now on, I'll do like 2 parts of the videos for the class trials. That way make it like a total of an hour. So that way I won't be able to do like a longer. Had to want to keep waiting for like every Friday. So that way, to make sure nothing like trying to get ahead stuff, but I want to try and make it finish the game as quickly as possible, so it won't be have to do sort stuff. But I'm gonna look forward to the class trials. It's not gonna be doozy one, but we gotta wait for that. So anyway, that pretty much it for Danganronpa Chicken Happy Havoc. If you like this video, hit the like button to line them up. Want to see my videos? Or check out the other videos, subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.